Hi, it's Michelle, the neurodivergent psychic here, and today I want to make a video where I channel information from my guides because I have, compared to most people I know in the psychic and medium community, I have an insane relationship with my guides and I receive information all the time. It's very natural for me. They're just always there and I never doubt what they're giving me. And I have experienced, especially, I really became aware of it in March. So I was at Arthur Finlay College in March to learn pure mediumship. I already had some experience and I knew I could have contact with people from the other side, but I was scared of ghosts, and maybe you've heard this before, but what I experienced was I tried to do like not the beginner course because we were four levels and I took level 2 because I wanted to have the basics just to make sure that I did it right. And what I experienced was that a lot of the other people, they didn't have the same experience as a psychic that I had. Many of them were, well, they started with the mediumship, which I don't understand. I would never have started there, but I guess I was just lucky because I knew I had the choice. I always said, I don't want to see ghosts. I can work with this, but do not show me ghosts, then I'm out of here. And then suddenly they've been kind of giving me hints here and there. Them are my guides, whom I used to think was one guide. That's another video that I'm gonna make, but I have more guides, even though I thought it was one guide who I knew really well. But now I'm aware that there are multiple and I don't know which one is talking when. I just ask for the best advice for whatever is needed. So I just experienced that a lot of people, they didn't know how to communicate with their guides. They didn't know how to properly connect and know what came from them and what came from their own thoughts. And I've been trying to find out how to help other people do that, but my mind is very, very, very analytical. It's like when I'm learning a new language, I can watch a movie in the language, watch the subtitles, and then if there's a word I do not know, I can almost literally see that word coming from the subtitles and placing itself in my brain. It's insane how my brain works like that. So I think that's one of the reasons why it's been really easy for me to tell, is this coming from my brain or is it coming from outside? And I only got one clue from my guides once when I heard someone as if they were standing next to me, talking to me. And since then I know, okay, so if it feels like the information is coming from out of here, it's not from me. It's not my own mind going crazy. I'm holding a rose quartz, by the way, because they made me aware that the most important thing here is love and compassion. And if you really want to be in touch with your guides, it's like, I noticed that the days that I do not get information and guidance, I'm not in the right energy. So if you're really feeling down, it's hard for them to communicate with you because they're on another frequency. And if you try to elevate your frequency, and it's really by just taking a deep breath, center yourself, and then I imagine opening my heart chakra and I'm thinking I am light. Sometimes I use a song by India Airy, I think she's called I Am Light, and that kind of helps me just to sing it and imagine me glowing all the way around, sending out love to the world. But I want this to be channeled. So this was me, how I feel. But I just got a message from a friend who was at Arthur Finlay College with me, and she was one of the people who noticed how easy it was for me, even though I was a beginner as a medium. It was so easy for me to relate to the messages and the things I got because I was so used to as a psychic, getting these kind of information. And I always just get information like that during the day whenever I think about something. It's like, I wonder if, and then they give me the answer. So I want to make this video. I don't know how long it's going to be, so we'll see. But I'm gonna channel what they're telling other people, how to easily connect to your guides and how to, because it's really about companionship, creating a bond. And I'm gonna share a story afterwards about how I learned to to see it more as a two-way and not a one-way thing. So I will just ask. I'm just connecting, and I'm asking just in general because you're all on different stages, and I just want to know in general, anyone who struggles to find the connection and to believe it, or to maybe know how it feels to be connected, or to tell the difference from inside messages and outside messages. How do you really become a pro at that, or feel comfortable with it? So I'm going to close my eyes sometimes because I have to calm my own mind. And I've actually, through healing, learned I have a place inside my head I go to, and it's as if I'm in outer space. I'm just this tiny, tiny, tiny existence inside my head, as if I'm floating out in a gigantic universe, and it's just dark and calm and nice. So that's where I go to kind of shut out my own crazy thoughts. So, how can anyone watching this video be better, or do better, or open better, communicate better, and receive better messages? And also any tips and ideas to get that bond, close friendship with your guides. And I'm inviting the best teachers for this purpose, and I'm open to act in service. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is you need to start from a place of silence and calm. So I don't meditate daily, and I know a lot of people do, and they're saying that some people actually need to meditate daily. So even though I have ADHD and thoughts are overflowing all the time, I can easily get into it because my clear cognizance and clear sentience is really sharp, so I don't doubt what's coming from where. But to really get started, the meditation you should be doing, they're gonna show me a specific meditation they're saying. So, and it doesn't have to be long. It could be like 10 to 12 minutes each day, preferably in the morning. Okay, so if you really want to profit from this, it's more a spiritual living than a spiritual experience. So they're saying if the first thing you do in the morning is set aside 10 to 12 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes, they keep saying that. Okay, so that's all it takes, and it's not with a specific outcome, it's more to be gentle with yourself. Okay, so compassion towards yourself is important. And you sit somewhere, don't look at your phone. Preferably don't do anything related to work or the tasks of the day. You just have a spot that's dedicated. So they're showing me the spot because you can build an energy around that specific spot in your house. It could be if you have a small altar where you have some incense or candle or flowers or whatever, something where you build an energy. Every time you get there, it's going to be easier and easier. It could be in your bedroom and it could be in another room, but you need it to be quiet so you don't get interrupted. Some of you can profit from making kind of a ritual, like having a specific, I don't know, yoga pillow or something, and others don't need it. So you're gonna have to trust your instincts on that, because some of you are just gonna be able to do it while waiting for the shower to get the right temperature. You can just go inside and build it up, but that's odd, really. But okay, they're gonna present me with some words or questions or commands. Okay, so once you're in that spot and you've set aside time and it's calm, you're not gonna get interrupted, So you ask for your calling card. If you don't know your calling card, it's how you can tell if your spirit guides are with you. It might be a tingling sensation, heat. For me in the beginning, especially through healing, I think because I have different guides, it's been confusing for me. But at first it was as if someone was like pinching my arm, or like it felt like burns on my arm. I do get that very rarely now during healings, but that was a specific guide I had that calling card. It wasn't really nice, and sometimes it's not going to be nice, but it was okay because it was just here. For others, I heard some have a sensation of a beard growing out, or anything. If you don't know how to find it, just Google, or I'll make a video about how to find your calling card. That is how you sense when your guide or guides are near. And if it's claircognizance or clairsentience, that is your strongest clair, you might simply just know it. It's like, oh, okay, they're there. I cannot explain that one to you because that's what's with that specific power. Okay, so you ask for the calling card. and here's the thing. It really is that simple. Once you have the calling card, whatever is coming, you can trust. But it's really hard to trust. So building the trust is why the 10 to 12 minutes a day is important. So they're going to show me or tell me what you can do during those 10 to 12 minutes. So once you have the calling card, you might spend the first week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks to really get good with that. And be okay with silence. Be patient. Okay, so for some, it's really funny because I'm very impatient. So they're saying that some of us just need to learn how to be patient because sometimes you get a lot from a little, and that's linked to how sometimes you get maybe just one word or one image, and there's like a whole story. You can unfold it, and there's so much in it. And a lot of us, we're just, oh, give me more, tell me everything. I need all the details. But really, there's the whole unfolding of the message in just one word, one thought, one image. And if you can go with that, then it's going to be easier for them, they say, to communicate, because they don't need to. Okay, I don't know why they're saying, but they don't need to use that many words. I didn't know they use. I know the mediums know the loved ones from the other side, that they spend a lot of energy to come through with a message, but I wasn't aware that my guides did. So I'm sorry for all the questions. So you're okay with it. Oh, they're showing how to, you just have to kind of unwrap it like a gift. So let's say they're going to give me an example now. So I'm just getting a book that's very basic. So I see the pages opening in the book. And it's funny because I only see on one page, it's an image, and I don't see the text, but I feel like there's room for text. And I'm not seeing the image clearly. So that would really frustrate me and feel like, oh, this is all something I'm making up and the communication is not clear, but it is. So what do I do then? I ask, okay, can you show me why I'm being given this book? They're saying, nope, you have to find out what to do with it. This is your gift. So I'm actually taking the book then, because you can do that. So the image, you imagine, okay, so now I'm just holding the book in my hands, and it feels like a memory. I love this book. I don't know why I love it, but I'm getting sensations. So that's one of my things. I want to close it. It's a picture book. It's funny because I thought it was like a book where, oh, it's a book for the first year of a baby or something. So sometimes it's not fully filled out yet. Okay. So now they're guiding me to see now it's so I'm just gonna go in because I'm trying to be a teacher while they're teaching me, and it's a bit hard. So this book is a gift for you who's watching. This book is where you write your story. Okay. So the whole message in this was, when you're unwrapping this gift, because I'm assuming if you want to follow these instructions, it's because you're not like this, getting all the information and you're still doubting it. So think of this as a gift. So the book, it's like when you have a baby and you're putting in the first words, first teeth, first steps, all the things they like. So you're building your own experience now, and the most important part is to be patient with yourself. So a lot of compassion. Maybe have like for a ritual, you have your stone and you say, okay, I'm gonna be gentle with myself. I'm gonna love myself and be okay with making mistakes, because they're not mistakes. They're learning steps for learning on this journey of yours. So have a journal. A journal is a good idea. And then you can kind of just every day during the meditation, if you really want to get strong on this, and they say set aside, it's funny because they say 21 days and then they scratch it, because a lot of us have heard that it takes 21 days to make a habit. You should do it longer, because if you don't have 10 to 12 minutes, they are saying every day, but I don't like it because I don't do that. So okay, try every day. Every day is best. Yeah, okay, so they're telling me that I could do it every day too. I know that. See, that's when it's something is easy for you. You don't put in the hard work, and I'm gonna do that more. Yeah, I know I said it out loud now, so I should probably do it. Okay. But you take the book, a journal, as my spiritual journey journal or whatever you're gonna call it, and then every day you write down your word or your image or whatever is coming. Okay, that's interesting, because they're talking about doubts, and usually I would not put anything about doubt down on paper, because you don't want to focus on negative. So I want to be sure I know what they're saying. Oh, okay, so if you have any doubt, they want you to turn it into a question. So instead of saying, oh, I'm not good at this, or I cannot get a proper image, maybe I should give up or something, you turn it into a question. You say, I wonder why it's so hard for me to do this specific thing, and make it very specific, because then they're gonna give you the answer. And be okay with not understanding, but just write down whatever comes. So every day you can ask a question as well. So first you just open up to whatever comes. They're gonna send you something to play with, like unfolding it, and then whatever troubled you or made you doubt your abilities or the contact or connection or whatever, you write it down as a question, and you go in again, and they're gonna deliver you an answer. And they're saying it's not gonna be a complete answer. You're gonna get small bits here and there. Some of you are maybe gonna get, boom, instant messages like that. Just trust that, because it can be that easy. But some of you, they're saying some of you, and that includes me, because this has been going on for a long time for me. So they're talking about learning discipline. So discipline is important, especially because if you want to work with this and have clients, you need to be okay with sometimes struggling to find the information, because you're going to be affected by their energy. So this is actually also going to prepare you for days where your energy is not properly aligned. So it's going to make it so much easier for you to be okay and not be frustrated, but unwrap whatever is coming, because sometimes we feel the pressure, especially if we have a paying customer. We really want to give them something of value. So this whole process is teaching you how to just be okay with only getting maybe one thing, and maybe the person in front of you is saying, no, doesn't mean anything to me, that's bullshit, whatever. You can go inside of it. Just like I just took the book because I couldn't see what was written, and it's because it's not written yet. It's your story. It's gonna unfold when you start it, but I didn't understand it. So I took it up and I felt the love and the importance of it, and memories, because it's gonna be your memories of how you're gonna evolve, and it's also gonna be your learning. But I turned it over, and I got a quick image of the book I had for my kids when they were babies. I wrote in them, and really just from that, all of this, how you're gonna build your journal, how they're gonna give you a word, how they're gonna let you ask a question every day and give you an answer. It all came from that one image that I kind of, okay, let's work from that. So that's what they're gonna teach you. It's really interesting because I say that's what they're gonna teach you, but then I'm thinking, but these are my guides. So they're all working together. So your guides are gonna know that that's what you're doing. So it's gonna function like that. It's really cool. It's like a network of helpers. And actually some of us have the same helpers. So that's awesome. Oh, I get emotional now because they're saying a lot of the people that are going to come find my videos are people who share my guides. I don't know why. It's just, I'm so happy that you're here, and it makes me feel connected to you, knowing that some of you who will be watching this actually have some of the same guides as I do. It's awesome, right? Okay, so to sum it up, they're just saying it's if you just do that 10 to 12, I don't know why the 10 to 12, the 2 extra minutes, but apparently it's important. So, and you don't need more. So it's okay if you do like 16 minutes, or they're actually saying you don't need more because not for this specific exercise. Meditation is always fine and you can do a lot of practice, but for this specific one, becoming super friends with your guides and really getting that instant connection, the 10 to 12 minutes is enough. But you might want to do other meditations for other purposes. Inspired writing could be really cool. So I'm just gonna say, so for this one, just to get the connection, it's really about the 10 to 12 minutes. Find a spot, preferably the same spot every time. Make sure you have calmness, maybe a small ritual, have a journal, and then put down the one thing they're giving you, with you just being open. Okay, I'm here. I want to be friends. Come be with me. Open up to whomever is there to help you grow. In love and light, always in love and light and for my best. And then you put down what you're getting and you unwrap it. Unwrap it like a present. And then you have the question maybe, okay, so maybe for me, the book, I could ask, so why did I initially think that it was a book, a storybook? Oh, okay, they're already giving me answers now, because it might be a storybook. This might be an inspiration for you to build a story for other people. That's really cool, actually. So just like that, when you have a question, why did you give me this, or why didn't I find out what, then they're going to give you some answers to that. And remember, I have done this for many years, so it's so easy for me. It's as if I'm talking to someone who's standing right there and they know everything and they can just give me the answers. So don't stress it if you don't get instant messages like that, because that's why I'm making this video, because people want to know how to do like I do, and it takes practice and trust. Like when I'm out walking, it's like, hey, come walk with me. And I don't necessarily talk to them. I just invite them to be there, to be in my energy, and to build the bond, especially if I'm experiencing something cool, like, ooh, come and see what I'm experiencing. And it's, I don't know, sometimes it's just, don't sweat it. I mean, what would you do if it really was your best friends always there? Talk to them in your head. That's what I do. I don't say it out loud. I did it now for the purpose of the video when I was asking what I was going to ask for, but for you to be inspired, usually it's all just inside my mind. Okay, so that was the one for getting the connection stronger. And then the other thing was, if you have more information you want to learn, then do inspired writing. And I can make another video of that, but you can also just Google other videos, or quickly, I'll just explain. You sit down, you go inside, you open up, and you connect, you get your calling card, and I usually ask for whoever is best at helping me write the answer to this question, and then, or you can just ask for a topic. I love to just say, hey, I'm open to channel whatever you want me to know. Give me a topic, and then boom, something comes, and then I just sit and I write, and usually it takes between 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm done. It's just, it's a complete text and everything I need to know within that time frame, and it's so interesting. And if nothing comes to you, then something always comes to you, but you just think it's all from yourself. So if you made the connection first, you got your calling card, you just write whatever, and you can tell them, you can instruct them and say, give me something useful from where I am right now, and if I am going off track, please make me aware of it, because sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, this sounds like what I would write. And then I look at it, I go back, and then, okay, so let's go in again, and then I go from there. So, because I'm human, sometimes I think I'm awesome, and when I'm in a flow, it's, oh, this is so awesome, I love this, and other times it's just, what is this? This makes no sense, and suddenly it does, because they know what they're doing. Just be open to it, be open to making mistakes. I've made so many mistakes, and I love my mistakes because I've learned from them. Yeah. So, I can see it's almost been half an hour and you're probably tired of listening to me and you want to get going. Yeah. So, I hope you have a lot of fun with this. I'm just checking if there are any messages. No, just that they're excited too. Oh, and they're telling me that the more you practice, the more guides you're going to get. So maybe you only have one guide, primarily in the beginning, but you're going to get more and more the more you need them, they say. So, just be open to having a whole team of guides. The more you work with them, like maybe you're also a healer, then you do you deliver psychic messages, maybe you're a medium, and they're telling me that I have different people helping me out on different areas, and sometimes when I grow, I get more professional helpers. So yeah, that was it. I just hope you have an amazing time with this, and I wish you love. I send you all my best energy, and let me know how it went in the comments, because that journal is really going to be an inspiration for you if you keep up with it. And they're telling me, be gentle with yourself. So apparently this could be a place where people would be a bit hard on themselves if nothing is coming through. They're saying something is coming through, and they will try in different ways. You just have to learn how you're getting your messages and trust them. Trust, and surrender. That's really all there is to it. Sorry, I don't want to say all there is to it, because it's hard. Yeah, for some people it really is hard, but it doesn't have to be. So I wish you the best with all my love, and they're sending their love too. Take care. Until next time, subscribe and like and share, and I hope you have an amazing experience with this exercise. Mwah! Till next time. Bye bye.